right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. This is our first reveal ever at 3D Experience World for Magic Wheelchair. I have a few guests. Thank you. Right here in front of me is Trinity and her family. Hi. And I also have Scotty here from Magic Wheelchair. I'm Chinlu Lama from Dassault System. We're going to actually do this first time. So, thank you very much. We have a couple of, I also want to introduce the builders, the amazing builders over here. We have Matt Long and Jesse Long, and their colleague who couldn't make it, Sean Fields. And this is, we at least the first time when they spoke to Trinity's family, they learned that she is a fan of Beauty and the Beast. So I'll let your imagination go while I give you the mic, Scotty, and talk a bit about Magic Wheelchair and what it's all about.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm Scotty with Magic Wheelchair. We're a nonprofit from Portland, Oregon, and we make really amazing, epic costumes for kids in wheelchairs. It's all free to families. We do it all, well, now internationally, which is awesome. But we started out just kind of building in garages for local kids, and it just grew from there. And it's pretty incredible. It's a really powerful thing to be a part of, and it, you know, it breaks down the barriers about like social awkwardness around disabilities. It's really amazing. And my wife here, Christine, is the executive director. She's an amazing person. You should talk to her about it afterwards. Anyhow, we got our builders over here. You guys should come up here, by the way. You're being shy. You shouldn't be. But yeah, Trinity here loves Beauty and the Beast, and we made her this amazing costume. And I'm sure that you guys really want to see it. Are you ready? You look cool. You ready to see this thing? Let's give her a countdown. 5 is normal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Awesome. How cool is that? Trinity, you like that? It's cool. You like that? Here's Trinity's sister, Charlie. Check it out. You like it?
You like it?
Yes.
Yes.
Mom, thoughts?
I love it.
Any other thoughts? Just loves it. She loves it. That's great. So, Matt, come up here. Jesse, come up here. You want to talk about the process behind building this thing?
It was a lot of fun, but with basically the Beauty and the Beast, we always loved the classic and had the table built from scratch. Sean Fields, our partner with Project 842, modeled all the characters, modeled and built the crest you see on the front. My wife Jessie and I did the table, all the painting and everything of all the characters. So with it, we wanted them, of course, to be facing Trinity in the chair and look a little more regal as she's sitting at the Beast Castle. And Chip over here is looking away, but I always felt he was a little, ADD anyway. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. And of course, there's a button back here she can play, be our guest.
Yeah. All right, great. So, Mad Scientist Workshop, thank you. Our buddy Sean Fields, want to thank him. Christine, do you have anything you would like to say to these folks?
Well, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming out and making Trinity a star. This crowd is incredible. If you're interested in learning more about Magic Wheelchair or possibly signing up to build one yourself, you can visit our booth near the entrance. We actually have an interactive map for you to see the kiddos on the wait list and commit to starting a build this week at 3D Experience World. So we hope to see you there. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chinlu, everyone at Solidworks, Dassault Systems, the 3D Experience Lab sponsorship. We're just so grateful. Let's get Trinity into her costume. What do you think? All right, thank you.
All right, let's do it. You want to get her in this thing?
I also wanted to add for you guys for background as to why we decided to work on this project with Magic Wheelchair. The Dassault System Solidworks team in the Waltham office have worked with Magic Wheelchair for a couple of years now. We've built 2 different costumes as well for 2 local children in Waltham, and it's been an amazing experience. So we wanted to bring that here to everyone here. And also, we've also allowed them to, all the build teams that's worked on these projects, to use software, Solidworks, 3DEXPERIENCE platform, a lot of the things that you'll hear a lot more today, and actually the rest of the week. And it's just really nice to see a team putting all that together and having an outcome like this. And I encourage you, we're going to have Trinity kind of move around. She's not going to be trapped here, and she's going to be along. And I encourage mom and family to kind of bring her around. And if anyone wants to come and get her autograph, feel free, and play with the sounds. So we will be setting up for the next build if you want to hang around. That one is equally epic, so don't disappear too long. Yeah, thank you so much. And please engage, come talk to the builders, to Magic Wheelchair folks, even the family, if you want to learn more about what's going on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, you can see that? Yeah, let's do it. Let me know when we're off so we get off sticks.
So that was really exciting to see that big reveal for Magic Wheelchair. What'd you think, Cliff?
Oh, that was excellent. That was excellent. I can't wait to see the next one. I actually had a sneak peek of the other one, so I'm
Yeah.
but it's impressive. It's very impressive. So, yeah.
So I think we're going to be coming back shortly. They're going to do 2 reveals, right?
Right. They're coming back for another
so-
reveal. Yeah. That was my understanding. Very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Chin Lu and her team are doing great stuff. Actually, I had Chin Lu on the podcast when we did after the first big reveal of the monster truck. And Chin Lu's great, who was just presenting there at that time. And there's more behind the story that you didn't get to see there in the podcast. Yeah. And why they decided to take on the Magic Wheelchair project. It was such a success. They've done 3 more now, so it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really, it's not only like fulfilling that like inspirational piece, it's allowing people to just straight up be creative, I think,
Exactly.
which is really cool,
Right.
and that's what this event's all about, enabling people to be creative in unique ways. And if we can do it in something like what we're doing over here, that just pays off in emotional ways in some respects.
Absolutely. And you and I have talked about this. We have the best customers. We have great resellers and the best customers. And every time we go on a customer site, we learn something new. I mean, they're very passionate people. They're problem solvers, right?
Yep.
And so they're solving a need here, right? It's a great opportunity for them.
So Cliff, we talked a little bit about the podcast. You're going to be recording podcasts.
Yeah,
while
if
you're here
anybody
at the
wants to
event.
drop by and say hello, you got an interesting story to tell, I'd love to hear it, right? Inspiring stories, that's what we're looking for.
So,
Can I mention one other thing?
Yeah.
I've actually interviewed 3 different BattleBots. We work a lot with BattleBots. Most of the teams on the BattleBot show, if you're familiar with it, use Solidworks. And I've interviewed 3 of them, 3 team leaders, sorry. And they've got some great stories to tell. And it's amazing that BattleBots community, somewhat like the Solidworks community, they give back, they mentor, they help younger people with robots and teaching them STEM and STEM research. So there's a lot of, that BattleBots community is a very tight community. And we'll be sponsoring several of them again this year. I'm excited about that. But Paul Ventimiglia, who's won the last 2 years, I think he has 4 giant nuts. He's on the podcast, and he talks a lot about behind the scenes of BattleBots, which you may not hear anywhere else. So it's an interesting story. But also have Mark DeVitz from Ice Wave and Jonathan Schultz from Huge.
So check this out. We're actually going to go back to the Magic Wheelchair, and we're going to be taking a look at this in just a few minutes. We're going to be taking a look at, they're going to be kind of doing a parade with the Magic Wheelchair. So I think, are we ready to cut to that right now? Or do we need?
That's so cool.
Yeah, so just a couple more minutes here. Cliff,
Okay.
let me ask you, you've gotten the opportunity to look around the playground. What's one of the things you're most excited about? Obviously, 3D Experience for Good is a really cool, inspirational piece here that we're going to be doing different things all week. So tonight we're doing Magic Wheelchair. I think we're going to be doing a really cool hackathon there tomorrow.
Yeah, the hackathon is going to be very cool. Yeah, that's going to be neat.
We're going to be broadcasting some of that on Solidworks Live tomorrow.
Right.
But what else? What else catches your eye when you're here?
I like the shop floor. It's always kind of cool. You know, we work in we design software, so we get to work with customers, and there's always a cool shop floor. We love that, the smell of the oil, but the shop floor is over there. You know, if they're not too loud, sometimes they interrupt my podcast. So,
yeah.
but I'm just kidding. No, it's a great. I like the shop floor. Checking out what's going on over there, what's new. Yeah.
You know, one of the things I think is really cool is just outside they have the Hive.
The Hive,
it's a
yes,
place
yeah.
for first-time attendees ever to come
Absolutely.
and meet with attendees who have attended anywhere from 3 to 15 events like this.
Right.
And it's a really cool way to get engaged with the community. I mean, that's one of the great things about coming to 3D Experience World is the community that you're going to be
absolutely.
engaging with. So
A lot of
like
like-minded people here. You know, so it's
for sure.
It's a great network opportunity for designers and the like.
All
and
right.
hey, hats off to you, Jeremy. You've been doing this for many years. You're doing a great job. You know, you've always helping. You know, everybody knows Jeremy around here. So, and he's always helping out people. He knows the product. He talks to a lot of customers. So, come say hello. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, SolidWorks Live isn't just a 3D Experience World event. We host them throughout the year. This past year, I think we did like 8 different events throughout the course of the year. So definitely check out live.solidworks.com if you want to go back and watch any previous broadcasts that we've done. And always stay in touch with us. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook. All right.
And we're March. We're going to be talking to entrepreneurs. It's going to be an entrepreneur-focused.
So we're going to go
Live.
back over to the Magic Wheelchair right now. We're going to be checking out the wheelchair that was just revealed. And so we'll be right back here momentarily.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeremy.
See ya.
You know all the songs.
Okay. Go to break music. We can hold here. She's pushing. We're just waiting for the paddles.
Okay, who wants to make your way over to the certified
The T-Bot? Overkill, right? We're going to be, we're coming on, we're coming back right now. Welcome back. We're here with Chin-Lu Lama, who works at Dassault Systems on our team that works with Magic Wheelchair. Chin-Lu, thanks so much for being here.
So excited.
So tell us a little bit about Be Our Guest, where I think they're actually might be showing it in a split screen right now, so the folks at home might be seeing a little bit of that and us right now.
So what you're seeing right now is actually just passion and love and how it puts together. I was just commenting to Jeremy that if you look at the pots and Lumiere, all those things were 3D printed and treated, and I swear it looks like porcelain, but it's actually 3D printed. And it's done really well. And we've definitely had a few snags trying to figure out how to mount everything and make it so that it could be pushed, but it's been, I don't want to say we've taking full credit. Honestly, it's Matt Long and Jesse Long and Sean Fields who were the teams who decided to put all this together, so they did a really good job.
So tell me about how something like this comes together. How do you decide, like, the theme for the project? The theme for this project was Be Our Guest. Obviously, there was a love for Beauty and the Beast here, but tell us how that love for something like Beauty and the Beast turns into this amazing magic wheelchair.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So it's a culmination of having that first meeting with the kiddo and just having conversation, understanding what their favorite things are and hearing what excites them. Once you know what they're excited about, it's really up to the builders to be as creative as they can to bring all that together in the most epic way so that it really captures who she is, who Trinity is, and what she wants to do. And in this case, I wasn't actually there listening to the interview, but my understanding was she wanted to be Belle at the party, at the ball. And so this whole thing was built around the idea of her being at the ball.
Yeah, definitely, like, brings that to life for somebody. Not only does she get to be that character in this case, but she gets to bring the whole feast, kind of the everything around with her, which is so cool with this. So, Chinlu, this isn't the first time you've been involved in Magic Wheelchair. The first time I saw this, I got to see an amazing monster truck. Tell us how you got started getting involved with Magic Wheelchair.
Absolutely. So I was actually at a maker fair talking about apps for kids, another passionate project of mine. And an individual, a gentleman, David Vogel, from I think it was the New York Maker Fair, had come and approached our booth and asked about getting a license of Solidworks to help build, he said, a costume. And I said, what kind of costume needs CAD? And we started having this conversation, and he explained that this is actually a costume built around a wheelchair. And instantly, I was sold. And we talked a bit more about it. And at the time, we were rushing to do certain projects. I said, give me your contact information. I'll reach out to you when I'm free, and let's see if we can do something about this. And he thought maybe I would reach back and offer the software. I said, you're definitely getting the software. We'll figure this out. But we're also going to build one. So that was when the conversation started afterwards. And I sent out an innocent email and said, hey, a few friends of mine around Dassault System, would you guys like to do something crazy like this? And everyone said yes, and then some. And we took on this massive monster truck build, which to this day, it still amazes me. So when we revealed it during Monster Jam, Jonah was his name, was really just blown away. And he not only just got to drive around like a nut, actually like a monster truck, he got to sign autographs to the people, his idols, the people who rode monster trucks.
Truck drivers came over and they signed his truck, right?
And then he also signed autographs for them.
Yeah.
So it was, and then the next year, so after the reveal, next year he's a fan, so he goes every year. The next year they interviewed him. He's a star now, and he gets to do more autograph signing. So it's become like a really amazing, life-changing thing for him. And it was also, the reveal also happened right before a major surgery for him. I mean, we can't forget that these kids, they are heroes. Every single day they struggle with what they have to deal with every day. And for him, it was really
an uplifting moment for him heading into something, the unknown at that point.
Exactly. For him to have to go to the hospital again for a surgery, knowing that he has this to come back to, was really something that helped him, like according to his mom. So it's been great.
But you didn't stop there. This has kind of become an obsession. So you've done more of these. Tell us about, so after you guys did the Monster Jam truck, tell us what you guys did next. I think you were here last year with it, right? Yeah,
so we were. We took on I would call a mix between an Akira and a Tron bike. So this is a really interesting thing. The child, Ben, who is a fan, like his uncle is a fan of Indian motorcycles. And in fact, they're a Dassault System customer too. And we were very excited. We said, okay, well, we can build an Indian bike. But when we spoke to Ben and showed him a bunch of images, he was just lit up, especially when he saw all the lights on the Tron bike and the Akira bike. And we said, well, now we just have to build one of those. Even though we swore we were never doing another vehicle with wheels. Wheels are deadly.
They're
They're easy to model, impossible to make. So out of foam.
So people know this at home. You explain this. When you do it out of foam, you're actually like sectioning it into pieces. And you guys are, so you're building this at the Fab Lab at our Waltham campus, and you're kind of slicing. You explained this to me. So you're making this into slices. You're gluing all the slices together, and then you're sanding everything smooth to make it.
Yeah, we have a few team members. They're known as Mr. and Mrs. Sander. And Annie Chung is Miss Sander. And so is... yeah, a whole bunch of people. I think we've taken times, and we keep joking that we still, to this day, find sanded bits of foam in places in our clothes and jackets that we never think that would exist. So yes, we have to basically layer them up, glue everything, sand everything smooth. So it's been fun.
Yeah, it sounds really fun. Now, my understanding is this is not the only reveal we're doing here tonight. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So
we're about to do another one.
Yeah, we're about to do another one. I've been wearing my badge. I'm normally supposed to take this off on camera. Mark Peterson and I may have spoiled a little. Folks attending 3D Experience World can go over to the Magic Wheelchair booth here. They can make a donation, any contribution, and you can get some swag for your badge. And mine happens to say the dark side.
Oh man, you went dark. I've been debating. I don't know light or dark.
Mark Peterson went light side, and I'm thinking of trumping him and going over there and making another donation and getting both. I can't decide.
I think we do the same.
Dooku was one of my favorites, and he kind of was gray, right?
Yeah.
So
yes, what Jeremy's alluding to is our next build is themed for Star Wars.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So how can folks at home get involved with Magic Wheelchair?
Yes, absolutely. Go to magicwheelchair.org, all spelled together, and you could actually find out. It's like a button, immediately volunteer. So you can help in many ways. You don't have to be a builder. If you look at this and I feel like you are so overwhelmed, you can't build one, you can volunteer as either like a project manager. You can volunteer in many ways, like help fundraising, social media, all those things. But they're always looking for help in all sorts of ways, even coordinating, like matching builders with children in need. So, yeah.
And it's important to point out, Magic Wheelchair is a complete non-for-profit organization. They deliver these amazing costumes to these, and they call them kiddos, right? They're specifically referred to as kiddos for nothing. It costs them nothing to really make their lives a lot brighter. So it's, I don't want to necessarily always plug something, but it'd be really great, if you're at home and you're wondering, how can I contribute? You can go to their website and also make a monetary contribution if you want to as well.
And honestly, every time the DS team works on this, we take on all of the costs. We never ask Magic Wheelchair to cover any of it. But as a build team, if you are doing this out of your garage or even your own lab, they do help to fund some of the materials because they understand it's not always easy to get a lot of that. But our 3D Experience lab covers all of that and also all the tools we need. So we do a lot of this just, it helps us to eat our own dog food. We play with our own tools.
Yeah.
We try out how it feels to do all that. So it's actually really helpful for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really cool opportunity for us and our organization for a truly collaborative experience for everybody, because you have people from all different parts of the organization involved, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think we're getting ready to reveal the next one, so I have to let you go. Chinlu, thank you so much for joining us here and letting the folks at home know a little bit more about Magic Wheelchair. Stay tuned. We've got another really cool reveal coming up.
Yes.
Thanks, Chinlu.
Thank you. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah. All right. Hi, I'm Chinlu Lama. Once again, I'm from Dassault System. And I have Scotty here from Magic Wheelchair. We have an epic story to tell you from far, far away, long ago. But before we do that, I wanted to tell you that this particular build is themed Star Wars. And we have a special situation here where we've partnered, for the team here, they've partnered with Bowhead Corp, who is one of our favorite customers. They're a huge Solidworks and 3D Experience product user. And we are going to tell more about the hardware part of it. But right now, it's all about Jacob. We have Jacob here. Hi, Jacob. and he's going to be the recipient of this very cool costume. I'm going to hand this off to Scotty again to talk about Magic Wheelchair once more, in case you missed it the first time.
All right, so I'm Scotty again. Magic Wheelchair. We're a nonprofit from Portland, Oregon. We make these really crazy, amazing costumes for kids in wheelchairs, and it's all free to families. And we do it, well, started small, but now it's grown, and we're international. And if you'd like to get involved, please do. We have a huge wait list, and we definitely need builders. And donate. MagicWheelchair.org. And so, yeah, we're from Portland. Anyway, this thing's incredible. You're going to love it. Are these guys even paying attention? Are they ready back there? What? Jacob, 14, loves Star Wars. We made him this amazing thing. So here we go. We're going to show it to you. Are you all ready? Make some noise. All right. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is.
That thing's awesome.
That's awesome! Oh my God.
What do you think? Speechless. It's amazing. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm stealing this back. While Jacob gets his breath, if you guys can't see this, don't worry, you get to see it close up at the booth. But I want to give you a little background. So this costume is not only just mounted on a wheelchair, it's actually built right on top of a bowhead reach. So we have Christian Begg here, and actually some of his colleagues, he's right here, from Bowhead. And what they've done with the team here, we got Luke Daly, we got, well, Will Gill is from Bowhead. But basically, I'm going to list all of the customers, and then I'm going to list the names of the Bowhead folks, if that's okay. All right, so we have Luke Daly, we have Karen Daly, we have Kirby Downey, and then we have Johnny Harrison, and then we have Will Gill, and we also have Christian Begg. And I think Dean Miller's here. He's over there. So he's the founder of Bowhead. And now, basically, we just, so you guys can see for yourself how awesome this is. It's been aged, and you can read all about the backstory of this at the booth as well, and we'll have something cool for Jacob later as well. So come see them if you have any questions about the logistics of how this is done. I actually really would love to know how they aged everything, because I saw what it looked like before this, and oh my goodness. So yeah, should we just get a move on? What do you guys want to do with him? You want to go in there and drive? Yeah. All right, so we're going to let Jacob get into his wheels. And if you guys want to move it closer and learn more about this, please do. And I do want to thank, again, I'm going to take the opportunity to thank the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab. That's they've basically helped funded a lot of these folks were using software like Solidworks, like 3DEXPERIENCE platform to collaborate on these projects. You can learn more about that talking to the folks. And yeah, come on over. Here's Mom.
Mom, what do you think?
I think it's amazing. I mean, I don't know any other way to describe it other than amazing.
Oh, good. We're happy that we could do this. This is amazing.
We're truly blessed to have this experience.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We're good. Let's do it. Let's get into this thing. Let's cruise.
Should we show some of the features? Yeah, I think.
Yeah. You want to? Builders, tell about your build.
we want to show features, so Luke, take it away.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Yeah, that's pretty good. So the speeder bike is functional as well as actual. So we've got front foils, and obviously these are really close to the carpet. So we've got some linear actuators, so we can actually raise it up so that it doesn't collide when you're cruising. Yeah, so you've got these actuators, Jacob. You can just slam it, do whatever you want. So over here, we've also got your startup features. So there's one set there, and another set there. And it's ready to go. You can also ramp it up. And then you can shut it down. So we'll kick you through it, and Christian will take you through the bike, because he knows way more about that than me. So I'll hand off.
And So we are gonna have him try it out in this area first. So if you're in this area, make sure that you're not in his way. So. All right, so thank you so much for coming. If you guys, again, want to see a closer look, Jacob's family have been gracious enough to leave this costume with us at the booth. So all week, you guys can come and take a look. Great. Thank you so much, everyone.
Welcome back to SolidWorks Live. That was an amazing reveal, and I mean, this is what 3D Experience World is all about. Seeing these great creators create this amazing and inspirational content here. You know, one of the things we kind of alluded to earlier was our dark side and light side that we were doing. I encourage everybody, go visit the Magic Wheelchair booth and get an opportunity to check both of these reveals out. They're going to, I think they're going to have both of those there. Yep. And we also have Mark Peterson's joining us back in here, right? Oh, you're not? Yeah, we're live. Go ahead, come on. Go ahead and grab a seat, Mark. So, Mark, you were over there at the Magic Wheelchair reveal. Tell us a little bit about what it was like over there.
It was crowded. It was packed. There were a lot of people over there. But of course, if you weren't able to make it, you know,
Hey.
Oh, I need this.
Yeah, there you go.
Do I need this? Okay. Can we hear me now? Okay, we're good. So, yeah, it was packed over there. It was crowded, and it was amazing. As you can see, I think we probably have a side by side of Jacob receiving his Magic Wheelchair there, his costume, and then there was one for Trinity earlier, which was a beautiful set of Beauty and the Beast, unbelievable. I think their faces say it all. It's an amazing thing to receive, and I mean, just what a great cause. We're actually I'm gonna go back over there soon. Over to the 3D Experience for Good area. We're going to talk a little bit more over there with some people, just get a little bit more understanding of 3D Experience for Good before we wrap it up.
Okay, sounds good, Mark. Well, we'll go back to you. Sorry, I didn't mean to grab you from the side there. I saw you standing over there. So, like we said, this is our first time broadcasting live for the entire thing, so you're going to get to see all of it. So there's all sorts of content like this coming to you at 3D Experience World 2020. If this is your first time joining us on live, make sure you join us on social media. We're broadcasting live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and our website, live.solidworks.com. Mentioned it a little bit earlier, you can actually go back and watch any of our previous recordings on our sites, including content from last year at SolidWorks World 2019. So you get to see all sorts of great content about all the amazing products from Dassault Systems and SolidWorks as we're going through here. Tomorrow, we've got an action-packed lineup. If you're going to be joining us on social media, tomorrow we're going to have interviews with Charles Adler from Kickstarter, Mike Schultz, Jesse Hahn, and Mark McCauley from the Center for Advanced Design. We're going to have a tour of the shop floor live that's been mentioned. We're also going to then have Matt Carney, who's responsible for this amazing prosthetic foot that you're going to be seeing kind of throughout the entire conference. It's going to be highlighting a lot of the tools on the 3D Experience platform, including our shop floor as we go through there. We're also going to, from the 3D Experience for Good area here in the 3D Experience Playground, we're going to be taking a look at a hackathon tomorrow where people are going to be pitching ideas to the executives here at Dassault Systems, and they're going to kind of be going through a business model, what would make a product great. So that'll be something really exciting to tune into. We're also going to be visited by Marie Blanchard here in the studio. We're going to talk about SolidWorks education. She's going to be bringing some students on that have traveled from across the country to be here for this event. Education's always a big part of 3D Experience World, and Marie is extremely enthusiastic about how she's getting involved with kids and design and STEM through there. Then later on in the afternoon, we're going to have an interview with technical evangelist for 3D Experience, Lynn Allen. We're going to get an opportunity to talk about Model Mania. It's always a really good event here at 3D Experience World, Model Mania. You'll learn what it is tomorrow, but it's a design challenge, and we're going to be talking with Mark Schneider and Michael Steves about Model Mania for Solidworks, but also this year we're doing something new where we're going to have a design challenge on the 3D Experience platform. So be sure to tune in to learn more from Michael Steves, what he's doing with that. Then later on in the afternoon, we're actually going to get an opportunity to meet with Christine Getman from Magical Wheelchair. And in fact, we're going to actually head back over to Magical Wheelchair, where Mark Peterson's going to have an opportunity to talk with the folks over there. So stay tuned. We're going to jump cameras a second.
And then the harness is behind his back.
He's gonna get excited. When he starts to drive it for a little. Yeah.
Grab the rails. Or the pretty chair. So yeah, I think the best thing now is you can push on, there's the rack under that bed. Push from the back. We'll go slow and you can see how you guys the silver bit right here. You guys grab this, this is the best way to push. Yeah, there you go.
You stay there, buddy. Not hit anything.
You can switch the power.
Hit the table, son. Hard left. Hard right.
Don't let me feel anybody's son.
Which way you want to go? That way?
Oh my goodness.
You're good. Sorry.
Take out the boots. And I think you're all set. To the right. Leave it out here. Where do you want
I need everything. I need it all. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right.
Should we give it back?
Yeah, awesome. Well, I guess let's maybe let's push it around the back, and we can get you strapped up and maybe try a little bit more. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Give the throttle a go.
If you want.
So we're going to turn left after here, Jake. Is that okay? We're going to
Go out and turn left.
What kind of helmet do I get him? Do I just get like a...
Yeah.
Guys, excuse me? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Isn't that a wood? Keep singing and done.
And all right, and we're here at the 3D Experience for Good booth. I'm here with David Randall, who's the project lead for 3D Experience for Good. How you doing tonight, David?
Doing awesome. This was a great way to kick things off. This was a bit of a surprise, actually, that we did fairly last minute, which was to do the Magic Wheelchair reveal in this space, but it's so fitting. This is the first year we're doing this, and so we wanted to make a big impact and lay a foundation for building on this in the future, and I think this was an awesome turnout. I mean, it was a packed house. We had people on the sides just checking out the 2 wheelchair reveals, so yeah. It's been really special.
Cool. Now, this is the 3rd year, I think, for the Magic Wheelchair, 2018, 2019, and now this year, and so that's amazing. But this is actually the 1st year, I think, for 3D Experience for Good. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, this is the first time we're doing this, and we wanted to create a space that helps our community understand the initiatives we have going on that really touch the community and have world reach. And so we titled it 3D Experience for Good because we're so fortunate to have many opportunities to work with people that need help or have special needs or that really benefit from our technology at a human level. And so we wanted to just bubble that up to the surface and let our community be part of that. And so we have 3 other awesome activities. So Magic Wheelchair was one, which we just experienced. Then over the next 3 days, we have some other things too. We have the finals of a hackathon that we've been doing for the past month. And so the teams are flying in for the first time because we used our cloud tools, so they were all able to work collaboratively and remotely. And so now we're flying them in, and so they'll meet each other for the first time tomorrow, finalize their presentations and do their pitches in front of judges. It's a world-class set of judges. And it's a prosthetic hand that's aimed to be distributable throughout the emerging world. And so recipients get it for free. It's in conjunction with an organization called the Ellen Meadows Prosthetic Hand Foundation, who's been distributing an existing hand for 15 years. And believe it or not, that hand was designed before CAD existed. Wow. And so we had an opportunity to redesign the next generation version, and so we reached out to our community, and they've been able to do that, and so we're going to see the finals tomorrow. So that's tomorrow, and the public will be able to vote, by the way. So if you head to solidworks.com/vote, anyone that's watching this can actually participate in that vote after they see the presentations tomorrow. So that will be live tomorrow afternoon. On Tuesday, we have a hand building workshop, so it's a hands-on workshop powered by Odyssey Teams, which is a team building company that are actually the distribution arm for the Ellen Meadows prosthetic hands. So we have them here. Our attendees will be able to come into this space and actually build the hands that will distribute around the world. And on day 3, we're doing something with Danielle Boyer's Egg Car program. And Danielle Boyer has been a huge limelight in the STEAM arena. And she's created a robot kit that people can build, and those get donated to the local community so people can learn about STEAM activities and engineering and see if they want to go on that path. And so we'll donate those to the local community on Thursday and Friday.
That's awesome.
So packed agenda here. It's an awesome booth, by the way, too. So, I mean, we designed this thing, and it's super special.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely stop by. And, you know, just to highlight a few more of those details, who is able to come by and participate or just view and the making of the prosthetic hands?
So on Monday, it's really, the space is designed for the hackathon team, so they're going to be working inside the space. But obviously, customers, people are are totally welcome to be part of this, so they can come in and enjoy the spirit of the design and really work through it with the teams and witness the presentations. Right? This wasn't meant to be closed off. It's really open for our community, so they can feel like they're part of the hackathon.
Yeah.
And then on the Tuesday and Wednesday sessions, people can register for those sessions. They're on the user agenda. They may already be full, but check it out anyway, so you can register for those. We also have some space for walk-ins, so if you're really interested, just come by. There's 3 slots on Tuesday, starting at 10 a.m. They last for about 45 minutes. And so if you want to come in, we'll accommodate some walk-ins, and then same thing for Wednesday.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, sorry. And Wednesday is, if you didn't get EdCar, that's every kid gets a robot.
Sorry, yes.
It's a fantastic organization, and we actually will have interviews with Daniel Boyer, who runs that as well. So we've got a lot of great things going on here at 3D Experience World. Definitely stop by the 3D Experience for Good booth here. Talk with David. Get involved, and we're really doing some great things for not only community locally, but also, throughout the United States and globally. So thank you so much, David. We really appreciate
You're
your
very
time.
welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we're gonna head back over to the booth right now, just to close things out. Thanks.
Okay, everyone, who wants to win a
Yep, got an announcement right here. Mark, I want to thank you. Mark, thanks so much. There's an announcement coming in overhead. Looks really exciting. I think Jacob's going to be really excited with his Star Wars speeder that they did with Magic Wheelchair. And as mentioned before, if you get an opportunity, go over to the SolidWorks or go over to the 3D Experience for Good booth here. Learn about all the cool things we're doing. We're back here in the SolidWorks Live booth at 3D Experience World 2020. And earlier, Mark and I were talking about meeting with old friends. I'm joined here by somebody I've known, I think, since 1999 when I started using SolidWorks. I'm with Darren Grosser. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So a little bit of backstory. Darren was one of the people who I learned SolidWorks from back in the day, amongst a handful of people.
Yeah, well, it's come a long way since then, but there's a lot of people walking around this conference that have said, hey, I learned from you back in 98 or 97, or it was a small community back then, but the community is passionate enough and everybody is still involved these days.
So for the folks at home who might not know, we're streaming on a multitude of social media platforms. You're actually known in your organization as, you have a bit of a personality. Tell the folks who are watching the live stream exactly who you are in case they don't know.
Well, if you look me up on YouTube, you're going to find Darren at Go, your SolidWorks Pro. We just really like to combine the fun of engineering. I'm a nerd, so I find engineering to be fun, but combined with videos and really just trying to get our knowledge out there so that everybody can consume it. But we like to do it in a fun way, because obviously if you're trying to learn, we want to make it as enjoyable as possible and make it stick. So that's what we're into.
So one of the things is, you're a content creator. You have your camera sitting here. You're actually just recording some content you might use in one of your future videos right there, right?
Well, I learned last year from Mike Sandy to always be rolling. So you never know when you're going to catch something you want. You always want to be rolling no matter what happens. So it's important to capture anything that happens.
So if somebody wants to learn something really interesting, you talked about interesting content, I highly recommend go check out your YouTube channel. You have some past videos you've done. Let's talk about some of the really cool projects you've done. What got you started doing this? What was one of the first projects you're like, I really want to document this and kind of make a fun piece of content for other people to enjoy?
Right. Well, everything I do in SolidWorks. So first off, nothing gets built unless it's been tested in SolidWorks first. So years ago, I just have had film running at all times. I was building a tree house about 5 summers ago, and I just had a Canon camera running all the time. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I actually took that B-roll out of archive and built a video out of it. So showing end-to-end how you use SolidWorks features for weldments or for creating things, making sure that your designs are vetted, that things look good before you ever start to really go to production. So really just living what we preach to our customers.
And one of the really cool things was how you use SolidWorks to solve a unique challenge there. You were struggling with how you were going to screw the roof back onto that, and you basically needed to get a drill all the way up in this tree. Tell us a little bit about how you solved that problem.
Right. Well, a treehouse is an interesting thing. The high wire rack to build up in the air is really difficult. So what I realized early on was it was easier to build it in the driveway and then take it apart and then pull it up piece by piece and put it back together. All the pilot holes are there. It's just a matter of putting a fastener in place. Well, it's easy when you have a platform to stand on, to put walls on. But once you put the roof framing up, you really can't get to the roof sheathing. So the only way I could do it was really to have 4 feet of reach, which I didn't have. So again, preaching what we say to our customers, I went ahead and designed a part in SolidWorks, joined some commercially available pieces together, and I got myself a 4-foot drive rod to be able to drive the screws that were all the way at the edge of the treehouse from the center where I was safe and sound.
Yeah, really cool stuff, and you show some great examples of how to use the tools in SolidWorks, how to solve some of those problems. So again, go check out your YouTube channel. Tell everybody again, what are they going to go search for?
Well, go search Go Engineer on YouTube. You're going to find that we are the absolute content kings when it comes to SolidWorks or anything engineering. So Stratasys, Desktop Metal, Altair products, we have a ton of video, and content is what we're about. So we're putting up just hours of video every week. So come visit us on YouTube.
All right, so this is the first 3D Experience World. How many SolidWorks Worlds have you attended?
I've been to all of them.
You just don't even remember a number. You say how many were there?
There's 23, but 1997 we didn't call it SolidWorks World, so there's technically a 24th one that not everybody talks about.
So you're getting ready for your first 3D Experience World like everybody else here is. What's the one thing you're looking forward to here?
Well, I mean, the one thing I always look forward to is seeing my friends. I consider everybody in this community friends, and though we're connected through social media throughout the year, it's great to just be face-to-face and shake somebody's hand and just look them in the eye and say, hey, good to see you again.
All right. Any events you're going to attend that you're looking forward to?
Well, I did Model Mania already.
You
so
did?
Yeah.
How do you think you did?
We're going to find out on Wednesday, I think. But I won the first one and won one back in 2008. And a lot of people in my company, John's over there in the crowd, he's won it a couple times. So we're really, we're really into it. It's a fun thing for us engineers to get together and kind of compete with each other.
Cool. Yeah. So stay tuned on the live stream. We're actually going to be broadcasting the award winners of Model Mania on Wednesday. We're also going to be meeting with Mark Schneider and Michael Steves tomorrow afternoon to learn what's new about Model Mania this year, because just like this is kind of a new event, we're introducing some new things here. Well, Darren, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
SolidWorks Live. Absolutely. I got a little parting gift here for you. Do you want a pair of SolidWorks socks?
I wanted those last year. Are you kidding me? This is great.
Yeah. I mean, you want one pair or
Look
you
at
want...
that. Oh, what
How about this? We got some people in the crowd watching. Do you think we should toss some socks out to the crowd?
I think tossing socks to the crowd sounds like a great idea.
I can't throw them at the lights. So I'm gonna try to go way up over. So we're gonna throw some socks out there. We got one pair out that way. We get a pair out that way.
Great catch, Kayla.
So stop by the SolidWorks Live booth, get yourself a pair of SolidWorks socks. And with that, I think we're actually probably going to be wrapping up for the evening. The 3D Experience Playground is going to be wrapping up. But join us tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Time. Mark Peterson and I are going to be back here kicking off the morning, getting ready for general session. We've got an action-packed day ahead of us. So stay tuned and make sure to subscribe to us on social media.
Right on. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.